The English Mastiff is a breed that defies first impressions. To see one for the first time is to encounter raw physical presence. A towering frame, massive head, and chest so broad it seems carved from stone. Yet beneath that formidable exterior lies a gentle heart, a calm and noble spirit, and a loyalty so deep it has made the breed a treasured companion for centuries. The story of the English Mastiff is not simply about a dog. It is a journey through history, a reflection of humanity's own path from ancient battles to peaceful homes, and a reminder that strength and gentleness are not opposites, but can live together in perfect harmony. The origins of the English Mastiff reach back thousands of years, long before the breed bore its modern name. Ancient civilizations left behind carvings, paintings, and written records of large, Mastiff-type dogs. In Mesopotamia, more than 3,000 years ago, reliefs depict massive hounds accompanying hunters in pursuit of lions and wild boar. These were not mere household pets, but working partners in the most dangerous of tasks. Their massive jaws and iron-like muscles made them capable of holding prey many times their size until the hunters arrived. In Egypt, similar dogs were valued as guardians of wealth and family, often depicted standing watch beside royal tombs. These early Mastiff types were more than tools. They were trusted allies, bonded to their owners by necessity and mutual respect. It is believed that traders, particularly the Phoenicians, carried some of these large dogs to the British Isles around 500 BC. There they encountered the native Celtic tribes, who quickly saw the value of such powerful animals. The Celts bred these imports with their own large hounds, shaping a dog even more formidable, suited to the damp, rugged terrain of Britain. These early British Mastiffs were war dogs, guardians of homesteads, and hunters of dangerous game such as wolves and wild cattle. Their loyalty was to their people, and their bravery was legendary. When the Romans invaded Britain in AD 43 under Emperor Claudius, they encountered these enormous dogs for the first time. Roman historians wrote of the Pugnaces Britanniae, the fighting dogs of Britain, with a mixture of awe and respect. These animals were so fearsome that Roman commanders brought them back to Rome to fight in the gladiatorial arenas, where they faced wild beasts. The Mastiff, with its sheer size and booming bark, was the perfect deterrent. A thief might risk sneaking past a human guard, but the sight of a 200-pound dog blocking the path was often enough to turn even the boldest intruder away. Nobles and knights kept Mastiffs not only as protectors, but as status symbols, a living testament to their wealth, power, and ability to command the loyalty of such a magnificent animal. The breed's courage, however, was not confined to defense. In an era when hunting was both a necessity and a sport for the upper classes, Mastiffs were occasionally used to track and hold dangerous prey, such as wild boar or even bears. There are accounts from the Middle Ages of Mastiffs accompanying soldiers to war, carrying supplies, and even standing guard over the wounded until help arrived. These dogs were not bred to be indiscriminately aggressive. They were bred to act with purpose, to be decisive in the face of danger, and to remain steadfast beside their human companions, no matter the odds. The 16th and 17th centuries brought both glory and cruelty to the breed. While Mastiffs continued to guard estates, they also became central figures in the brutal blood sports of bear baiting and bull baiting. These events, which drew large crowds, pitted dogs against chained animals in displays of raw strength and endurance. Mastiffs, with their courage and power, were often the stars of these cruel entertainments. Thankfully, these sports were outlawed in 1835, marking a turning point in the breed's development. Breeders began to focus less on raw aggression and more on calmness, loyalty, and gentleness, traits that are the hallmark of the English Mastiff today. Despite their long history, the breed faced near extinction in the 20th century. The toll of 2 world wars on Britain's resources was devastating. Feeding such a massive dog in times of food rationing was impractical, and many breeding programs collapsed. By the end of World War II, there were reportedly fewer than 20 purebred Mastiffs left in England. It was only through the dedication of breeders in North America, particularly in the United States and Canada, that the breed survived. Dogs from these regions were brought back to Britain, reviving the population and ensuring that the English Mastiff's lineage continued. Modern English Mastiffs are far removed from their gladiator days, but their physical presence remains awe-inspiring. A mature male can stand over 30 inches tall at the shoulder and weigh between 160 and 230 pounds, though some exceed 250 pounds. Females, while smaller, are still imposing at 120 to 170 pounds. Their coats are short and dense, with colors ranging from fawn to apricot to brindle, always accented by the signature black mask over the muzzle and ears. The head is massive and square, the eyes warm and intelligent, and the body powerful yet well-proportioned. The tail, long and tapering, balances their frame and moves with an almost lazy grace. Yet, for all their size, it is the Mastiff's temperament that wins hearts. They are often described as gentle giants, calm, patient, and deeply bonded to their families. They are particularly affectionate with children, often displaying a protective instinct that is subtle but unshakable. A Mastiff is not prone to unnecessary barking or aggression. When they sense danger, they prefer to place themselves between the threat and their loved ones, using their size as a deterrent. Only when truly provoked will they act with force, and even then, their goal is to neutralize the danger rather than to cause harm. Living with a Mastiff is a unique experience. Their sheer size means they take up considerable space, whether sprawled across a couch or stretching out on the kitchen floor. They are not hyperactive dogs. Most are content with moderate daily walks and some playtime. However, their low energy indoors does not mean they can be neglected. They require mental stimulation, companionship, and consistent training from an early age. Socialization is particularly important, as a poorly socialized Mastiff may become overly wary of strangers due to their natural guarding instincts. Owning an English Mastiff also comes with practical considerations. Feeding such a large dog is a significant expense. They require a high-quality diet to maintain muscle mass and support joint health. Their lifespan, like many giant breeds, is relatively short, typically 6 to 10 years, and they are prone to health issues such as hip and elbow dysplasia, bloat, gastric torsion, and certain heart conditions. Responsible breeders screen for these problems, but owners must remain vigilant and provide regular veterinary care. Despite these challenges, the rewards of owning a Mastiff are immense. Their loyalty is unmatched. They form deep emotional bonds and often seem attuned to their owner's moods. Many Mastiff owners report that their dogs become silent companions during difficult times, simply sitting close and offering their massive, comforting presence. This sensitivity, paired with their imposing stature, makes them both guardians and confidants, a combination few other breeds can match. In modern culture, the English Mastiff appears less frequently in film and television than more common breeds, but when they do, they leave an impression. Their size and dignity make them memorable, whether portrayed as a noble protector or a lovable family pet. Social media has also given Mastiff owners a platform to share the everyday joys and quirks of life with such a giant dog. From the challenges of fitting them in a car to the humor of watching them believe they're lapdogs. Perhaps the most famous Mastiff in history was Zorba, a dog who, in the late 1980s, earned a place in the Guinness World Records as the heaviest dog ever recorded. Zorba weighed an astonishing 343 pounds and measured over 8 feet from nose to tail. While Zorba's size was exceptional even for the breed, it underscored the Mastiff's potential to be truly gigantic. The English Mastiff story is ultimately one of transformation. From the battlefields of ancient Rome to the hearths of modern homes, it has adapted alongside humanity. Once a fierce warrior, it is now a gentle guardian. Once a tool of war, it is now a symbol of peace, loyalty, and family. Its size may draw attention, but its heart is what keeps people devoted to the breed. For those willing to provide the space, care, and respect it deserves, the English Mastiff offers something rare, a bond that is as vast and enduring as the dog itself.